Trilogy XRS is the new power margin pole from TriCast. This has superseded the previous XRS margin pole, which won pole of the year, so it's got to be pretty special to do that. The first thing that's noticeable about this pole is the thicker diameter of the sections. This is because the poles have been designed to fish as a pole, not just a lump of heavy carbon. It comes as 9 metres as standard, but comes with an extra 2 extensions to take it all the way up to 12.2 metres, and the pole still fishes well at that length and still retains its performance. The reason I like this pole is because it's got the thicker diameter sections. It feels like a proper pole. There's lots of margin poles on the market that are just thin, hard lumps of carbon. This is different. This fishes well at longer lengths. I can fish this shallow, I can fish it as I would fish my normal pole, but it maintains a strength and I can get big fish out with it. The pole comes supplied with 2 power kits, which are rated up to a 25 elastic. So that's a fair indication of how strong this pole is. The top kits have got the usual reinforced section for your side pullers. I personally don't use those. I like to keep one kit with a fairly standard set black hollow, and then the other kit I've got set up is for those occasions where you're fishing against real tight snags, lily pads, etc. And I've got a real strong elastic tightened up through there, and this pole will take all of that. Definitely some fish there now. Yes! Look at the power in that pole. That fish, just drawing that fish away from the snags. And if in a match situation, if it's your last hour and you're really starting to catch well, I think nothing with this pole of landing fish on top 3. As I say, I'm not too bothered about puller kits, but I can just crank it up a bit because these sections are so strong. I can land it on a top 3, top 4 even. But the elastic, at least landing them this way, the elastic is doing a brilliant job. There we go. I need a double figure carp in the net in a matter of a minute. So there we go, nearly 10 pounds of carp. No match for the Trilogy XRS margin pole. Beautiful. So there appears to be a few fish in the peg, so I'm going to fish one of the most positive baits I use, pellets and paste, to really target the big fish. In it goes. The floats settle. And bites with paste are usually pretty fast. You get a lot of liners fishing like this, but usually when the bites are unmistakable. I always say they're the bites that make you jump. They're the ones to hit with paste. Leave all the slow bites, leave all the little liners alone. Float shoots under. That's the time to strike. Yes! Ooh. And that's exactly where this pole comes into its own. You can see the power there to get it away from the boards. Not sure this is a massive fish, but it's certainly put up a good scrap. there's no problem with the strength of the pole just shipping back to the top kit. I've got a black hollow in here. There's no fear of how hard you pull with the top kit. And there it is. Oh, that's a bit of a beast. Oh. And that's a proper one. Put it in the net.